We got a whole bunch done. All right, so we got this sidewall back here, framed, or well, not framed in, but we got all of the plywood up, so it looks really good now. Now we're going to frame around it and put this really nice window in that we got from my grandmother's house a couple years ago. Once again, thanks Uncle Bob for all them windows he hooked me up with. So yeah, that's a big old feat of progress right there, because that took a little while, and found out, you know, once again, this thing's been sitting for so long. It's now you got, you know, 1.5 inches on one side, and then it's sagging in the middle a little bit. So once we build this 2x4 frame to go in here to support the windows, it'll also take some support off of the outside wall structure, which will allow us to, you know, reinforce the inside of this place, so make my wife a little bit more comfortable and feel a little bit safer with the kids in here. So yeah, I mean, this is really, really awesome. So far, let's take a little walk around so you can see what I've actually accomplished so far. It's pretty great. All right, so again, that was once where the edge of the kitchen used to be, and that was where that door was. So this is the back side of the cabin, and now we have a great, nice wall. If you look there, we have that nice window put in. It's a really expensive window. It shouldn't go in a cabin, but I got it for real cheap. And we're going to put, we took out the siding here to put this sliding glass door in, and that looks really, really good. We got that window in over there. This back wall is one of the ones we finished before, all the way up until this point. We're going to work on this window next, and this window next. And then start framing in with 2x4s. This is really awesome. We've gotten really, really far. So yeah, we've made do with the air compressor. Real nice little nail gun. Home light generator runs those things. Something my dad rebuilt when he worked for Ford a long time ago. He took a little class. We haven't used the table saw yet, but I think we will use that when we start working on those other boards. We've got 10 gallons of this roof guard. We're going to try to get that up on the roof. I don't know if we're going to finish it this weekend. Maybe next video we'll get on to fixing the roof, and that's it. So I picked up these two windows like this to go in the back. They open with a slider and they have a screen. They were really cheap. I got them at Lowe's for like 40 bucks. They're all vinyl, and you know, they got nice decent glass in them, and they're not too big. You know, this is the north face, so I don't want, you know, too much opening on that. So probably should have put those really nice insulated windows on the other side, but it is what it is. They're too big to put in the back, so I didn't want to waste a view from looking out this window here.
Okay, I think we got to do is put one purple in here.
Get on my shot. Alright, I got some great news. It's been a lot of work, and I'm not a carpenter like I'd already said, but we figured out with this book that my uncle let me borrow because he's a carpenter, and we got a header put in up there, you can see that, and then we got some studs put in. But also, boom, we got the window put in it's level. Now the cabin's not level, and that's made for a really hard time for us to get this done, but if you look over here in the corner, up at the top, this wall here, if you look this direction, it's not the correct width. It's supposed to be, you know, 16 inches on center for the stud walls, but this is more like 18 inches because this whole wall here is going out at an angle like that, which is, you know, it doesn't bother me because it's a cabin. So what I did was, these next ones, all of these were leveled and centered on 16. So these are all correct. So that way when I go to put insulation in, it'll work. And then that means that the window's level, and then everything will fit smooth. It's not going to be all crazy. So yeah, that's the progress for now. I'm really excited. So I'm going to finish this wall, studding it out, and then that's the end of this one, and then I'll start working on that other wall on the other side, and maybe hopefully we can get these windows put in before I leave here. So stand by, I'm going to give another update in a little while. Alright, so as you can see, we have completed quite a bit of work, and last night, it got too dark for me to video last night, and we were running on just that Coleman lantern over there, which is really, it's only bright in like certain areas, so this morning, first thing I came down here when the light came out so I can show everybody what I've completed. Well, me and Dad. So last night we did this door. We put a solid 2x6 header on there, and then framed it in real good. So, because I mean, sliding glass door, you want it to be able to open and close pretty easy. So I think we did okay. And it locks, and it seems to be pretty solid. Now we got to finish up putting the studs every 16, and making sure that's level so we can get some new support on this place. I haven't framed in these windows over here yet, but I plan on doing that real soon. So these windows in the back here, we've got them in, we got them roughed in, but there's no real support except for the outside wall. It's pretty sturdy, so I'm not really worried that they're going to fall out or anything like that, but I still do need to get these framed in, the header put on just like we did. And if you look here, like I said, there's a lot of settling going on. This here is straight, and this here is the lay of the wall and how everything's built. So you can see the difference. It's like an inch, about 3 or 4 inches there and about 5 inches down here. And it's the same way in the other corner. So I built the two corner walls to the wall, and then I built everything else straight on a 16. So that way we can properly insulate, and it supports the structure of the cabin as it's laid, instead of trying to readjust everything and put everything off the balance that it's created over the last 70 years. So that's what we got so far. I've got the top board put in, the top plate and the bottom through here, and then we'll finish studding this whole thing out, and then that will be the end of this part here. And then we'll move on to, since there's no windows or anything down here at this end, we're just going to stud that out. That'll take us it'd probably take us about an hour to do that, or if it was just me, just so we'll get those studded out down there. And then we'll work on, okay, so these windows here, this one and this one, we'll have to board them back up because we're actually not done. Here comes Dad with the four-wheeler. We're not done cutting it out, because these windows that I got, the window opening, it's smaller than the opening smaller than the actual window. So we'll cut that out and get that rough framed in, and then finish with the plywood once we get those cut out to the right dimensions, because I didn't want to put the plywood up right here and then have to cut it. That's why you still see black. That's the plastic that's underneath. So we did, however, put this one here in the corner up, and that was so we could put the corner stud up here, and we got to build out another 2x4 so we have room for the drywall and all that other good stuff. So hopefully next trip, me and my wife are coming down next week. We'll be able to bring a couple friends with us because it's the 4th of July, and I'd like to get the roof done. I have bought two 5-gallon buckets of the roof guard, and got enough silicone to seal up a small submarine. So we'll get that put in, and we'll get that knocked out, and get the rest of this studded up. And I think that's going to be the day for that. So, oh, hold on, I locked him out. So my 16 by 30 cabin that used to be a little dungeon is now turning into a pretty cool space that we can actually one day eventually lay our heads in and not worry about being eaten by cockroaches or something. So thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you checking out the channel and watching through the series. If you haven't had a chance to watch the episodes 1 through whatever it is till this one, go ahead and watch those. They're actually pretty cool, and they show the different angles and approaches that we've taken and the progress that we've made throughout the whole evolution of this cabin rebuild. So if you get a chance, give me a thumbs up. If you like the series, go ahead and subscribe, because there's going to be more coming, and leave me a comment down below. I'd really appreciate that. It lets me know things that I've done wrong, or things that you see, or anything along those lines. So thanks again. Have a great day.